What's up, guys? We're back with a Unreal Dev Diary with Dex, and yeah, this will just be like a quick one, just like showing what we touched on last time. So yeah, this is the dialogue option. So we'll just be going through NPC 1's dialogue tree basically. It's lines of states that it can end up in. So yeah, so there's the greeting dialogue, the initial greeting. There's the already greeted. So if you already greeted him, he remembers you, so he doesn't introduce himself in the first one over here. And if you answered yes already to the question, then you will have a different different dialogue, and he won't ask you the same question again. And if you say no, it's the same thing. He won't ask you another question, and there'll be different dialogue. And then you get the question itself and the outcome of that, and the no. The question itself and the yes and the no outcomes of that. So we can actually run through that right here. So we in Unreal, and we're just gonna click start on this. So yeah, I'll show the first state. So here we have the initial greeting. So the hello fellow kitty thing. Yeah, he first talks about a little bit of the plot, and then he says this place looks dangerous. You look a bit lost though. Do you want to know where to go next? So now yes and no. So now yes will put you in a state of the yes question. But yeah, I'll show all the states, but I'll start with yes. So if you say yes, then it says, alright, so you go straight past those crates over there and through a crawl space. There should be a button in there to open the gate. I'm not sure where it is yet. Good luck, bud. So yeah, it gives you a hint about these boxes. So now you can leave. You can end that over there. You can end the conversation by pressing F again. And it goes through, yeah, that dialogue. And then you can leave and say you're confused, you don't know where the boxes are, you're still looking, or you forgot what to look for, and you just want to see what he's gonna say next. Then he will say now, instead of greeting you, and he picks up that you asked the question. Yeah, you'll say took my advice or still lost, and then you'll say remember it's behind those boxes in the corner. So you know that's like, he's kind of giving you a hint of like what you answered yes to and reminding you of what the answer was. Yeah, so then that'll just be the rest of his dialogue in the state. So he's in the state of you answered the yes. You answered yes to his question and you already know him. So now I'll show a different state. If you answered no, and this is all fetching from that same dialogue tree that we just looked at. So it's picking up what state we're in and fetching the respective dialogue from this array. So yeah, we get the initial greeting. Yeah, and then we go into the question. Now we gotta answer no. Are you sure you don't want my help? I know this area quite well. Okay then. Good luck out there, try not to get killed or worse. So there's the dialogue that comes after the no. And then we're done with that dialogue. And then I can leave and go and like do whatever. And then find out like, oh shit, it's hard. Let's go and figure. Let's go see what he says next. Or this, you're just interested in what he's gonna say after that. And then you talk to him. I thought you didn't want my help. Guess you gotta figure out by yourself. Good luck. So yeah. So there's that. He's in that state now. So he's in the state of the answer no. So he won't ask you the question again, and yeah, he won't. He remembers that he remembers you, so he won't greet you. But I'm gonna show you what happens if you don't answer yes or no, and you have greeted him. So he won't do his whole introduction again, but yeah, you'll say something else. So you can put him in a different state. There's actually a typo here. I just noticed now. Guess you gotta figure it out by yourself. So I just have to put gotta in there or something. Guess you're gonna have to, or something like that. Let's actually check that out. Yeah. So where is that? Yeah. Guess you gotta figure it out by yourself. So it's still fishing from the same list. So this list is gonna be long, and like I said, it can be in a different class. So this class doesn't have to be bloated with all the dialogue, but I can go ahead and bold that. But yeah, I can basically show you how it would be if you never answered. So now we get the initial greeting, and then we get asked the question, but we kind of like taken aback by giving the answer yes or no, so we back out. So now if you back out, the interaction has ended, but he still remembers you. So you can still go around and be like, okay, I assess the situation. Let's see, maybe he's gonna say, what he's gonna say. I want to answer now. I'm ready to answer. So now he's gonna be like taking a look around. This place can be dangerous. So he remembers that you didn't answer, but you greeted him. So he knows you already. So yeah, I want to know which way is best to go. So he's even asking the question differently, but it's still the same question. So they'll still have the same yes or no outcomes. So we can actually check on our typo. Say no. Are you sure you don't want my help? I know this area quite well, but okay. Don't try not to get killed or worse. So now he's in the no state. I thought you didn't want my help. Guess you gotta figure it out by yourself. So good luck. So now he's in the no state. So every time you try to talk to him, that's the state he's gonna be in. So yeah. So you can see that there's different ways to actually get to the question. But it's based on how you got there. So it's by the initial greeting of a year that you can go to yes or no, and then put him in a certain state. You see, so now he's gonna tell me, remember, it's the behind those boxes in the corner. Or you can get to the other state where you go through the initial greeting, you back out, but then he remembers you, so then you get to the question in a different way. So a lot of situations can be written in this kind of way, where say you want to have somebody have a certain relationship with you, or remember that you said something to that person. So obviously, if you offended the person, or you chose a certain option that has certain events tied to it, then the NPC can actually remember what was said before. So it's kind of like a bool on and off switch to be like, if this question was answered, then do this. If the question was answered in this way, then do this. If this was said, then do this. So there's different states that you can kind of modify by asking or by answering certain questions or choosing certain dialogue. Basically, making your playthrough version of that NPC different based on what you said. So you can make choices, and the choices will kind of change that NPC, or kind of change the situation, if you know what I mean. But by using the system of putting the NPC in a certain state, you can put other things in different states, kind of using the same system. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show. Just the dialogue system. So this is the yes or no. The discuss will work in a similar way, where there'll be a button for discuss, and discuss will take you to another set of options that you can discuss different topics, and you click on the different topics and it'll take you to its own set of dialogue. And then obviously the shop, if you click the shop, it'll open the UI, and yeah, then you can interact with the shops. You can interact with the shop, and you can go back or talk to him again or whatever, but it'll put him in different states, so you will say certain things based on what you do. But yeah, that's been the demonstration of the dialogue tree. Next we should move on to the discuss, and well, next time I'll show you the discuss, how it's laid out, and the shop. But then after that, I can give some more examples on. I can give more examples on the whole remembrance function, the whole saying different things will cause different outcomes. Like it's written here, like a choice for later on, or causing troubles or betrayals, or certain conditions. So you can put things in different states. So your game state will be different based on the way you play and what you choose. So yeah, that's basically written in. The system is written in already. It can just be modified to work for not only NPCs, but work for different pathways you can take within the game. So yeah, that's basically sorted out. The rest of this is just adding on to that system that is already created, the dialogue tree that is already created. So yeah, and then after that we're gonna do the weapon system to make sure that the weapons are fair, and just expanding on it a little bit, and also changing it for the enemies as well. And then we're gonna refactor our code and then move on to the build levels part, and setting out the levels, setting out the traps, placing enemies, placing different paths, just giving basically a in the field example of this, because right now we're in the sandbox and we're seeing it happen like in front of our faces, but it's also good to see it in a game environment. I mean, it won't be like fully modeled and textured and everything, but it will show how a sort of like an imaginative way of how it would work. So basically like a demo, but a demo just showing the game mechanics. So yeah, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into the dialogue system, or further insight into the dialogue system. This showing how it's gonna be able to set different states for different things, like talking in different ways, accessing things through the talking interaction, and also not only interacting with NPCs and talking, but interacting with the environment and certain things in the game, and that having outcomes. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time. Bada bing, bada boom, unedited, unscripted. Bye.